Investment banking used to be a hot job, but job cuts in the industry since last year have caused many to shy away from it. Seasoned investment banker Tan Ai-Chin from OCBC, however, believes investment banking is still a great profession to be in, and one that will not be overtaken by robots anytime soon. The head of Global IB shares with us what it takes to ace the job. You've been in investment banking for many years. Could you share with me what was it about the job that drew you to the investment banking?
Oh, okay.
And you've been in, what made you stay in it for so long?
I think in any job that you do, I think the key is having the passion. And I think my passion is really being able to, meet customers, understand their needs and be able to come up with bespoke solutions for them. And in fact, I think the interesting part about investment banking is the fact that you have the opportunity to meet clients of all different levels and in many, many different industries.
Right.
So as we always said, investment bankers are jack of all trades, baby master of none. But at least we know a little bit of every different industry, and of course, at the backside, then we will obviously be supported by specialists in certain whether it is sector or whether it is markets and all those things.
Yes.
So that keeps me going to a certain extent. We are always keep abreast. We are required to keep abreast from not just learning through our job, but also learning through our customers as well. And from there we have actually built good bonding with the customers, and that's where I think having this so-called building enduring relationship, it is actually the key for success in OCBC.
Recently, it's no secret that you can see that the investment banking landscape, it has been tough. Deal pipeline has been slowing down. In Asia, you can see foreign investment banks cutting jobs due to sluggish deal activity here. But in spite of this, in a challenging landscape, OCBC's business banking and global treasury markets businesses seem to be picking up in earnings when I check. So what is the reason for this? Can you please share with us?
Indeed, I think investment banking business have been going through very challenging times. They are going through very uphill struggle to actually try to ensure sustainable return for the shareholders. In fact, since the slowdown, most banks have been actually through multiple strategy reviews, and most of them have either scaled down the business, sell the business, or even cull a lot of their workforce as well.
Yes.
In that respect, I'm pleased to actually say that OCBC is not facing such challenges. We strongly believe in the fact that our continued success as a financial services group will be highly dependent on how we can actually build enduring relationship with our customers.
So what is the future of investment banking in your opinion?
I think major global banks are already at a critical point of charting their journey for the growth. They really have to take a paradigm shift, right? To look at what kind of transformation do they need to actually create the right business model that will actually survive time.
Right.
And in my view, a sustainable business model would really accrue to banks that would actually prioritize and complete the transformation from the collection of product-based businesses to one that is really an integrated customer-centric model that will really look at addressing the customer needs in holistically. The other thing that I'm looking at in terms of the trend is a growing trend of digital technologies at play.
Right.
People are all talking about FINTECH and all that, and I think the banks are actually looking at beyond their four walls to see how they can actually create either new capabilities or enhancing the current capabilities.
Right.
But I have a more optimistic view about investment banking in the sense that I do believe that in investment banking, the direct human approach, the direct human interaction with the customer, it is very key. Where you have got an experienced investment banker listening to you, understand your needs, and therefore coming up with bespoke financial solution to meet the customer needs. So I do believe that the investment banker may not be able to be replaced by a technological, approach so soon as yet.
Right.
But so having said that, I do believe that keeping our finger crossed, investment banker will not become extinct so soon, and I still have a job.
So do you think the investment banking segment can ever go back to its heydays? Or do you think that has shifted already?
Oh, definitely the market has shifted.
Okay.
So like I said, the investment bankers need to have a real paradigm shift. They really need to evolve from a pure risk and reward mindset where in the past, I think investment bankers have a bad, in a way, reputation for being only looking at what is optimum value for the organization and for themselves instead of looking what is the best for the customers.
Right.
So I think they really need to have this, mindset shift to one that is really anchored on stability and commitment. I am there for the customer over the long term.
Right.
That is the key. At the end of the day, investment banking will continue to remain relevant and critical for the optimal functioning of the financial systems. So without investment bankers, you won't be able to create activities like your M&A and all that, right? So so it is still an important component to facilitate an optimal functioning of the financial system.
Right. So do you have any advice for people who want to join the investment banking industry?
Oh, okay. I think the key is actually to be inquisitive, because by being inquisitive, you're able to be innovative. You always look beyond, and I always tell my colleague that we have to always think out of the box. Right? I mean, the customers have gotten so savvy. They have got their whole troop of very strong investment bankers, within their team, whether it is the CFO or the shareholders and all that. So I think the key is what can you add value to them, right? I think that's the key, and it's not like the banking of the old days, right, where it is very, very structured, very commoditized product that you sell to the market. But in these days and age, I think the requirements of the clients are very, very different. So I think the key is really being able to be inquisitive, and be on the lookout, for opportunities. And also, I think at the end of the day, what it is important, for you to leverage the relationship is really to have a share of mind of the customer, right? And that's where you can actually enhance the share of wallet as well. So having that perspective is important. But at the end of the day, the key is really going through an enduring relationship with the customer, and not just, okay, I'm going to do this deal, I'm going to make this money, and that's it, I'm going to run and that's it. The clients nowadays would not actually tolerate this kind of transactional relationship bankers. They want you to be there for them through thick or thin, through sunshine or through, thunderstorm.